Picture a ship leaving a harbor, heading out across the ocean. Actually, picture two ships. Same starting point, same moment, both pointed at what looks like the exact same destination. Except one of them is off by 1 degree. 1 single degree, if you looked at both ships sitting at the dock, you probably couldn't even tell the difference. They look like they're going to the same place. But give it a few thousand miles, and that 1 degree is now the difference between two completely different coastlines, maybe even two different countries, all from a shift you couldn't see at the start. That's what I want to talk about today, because most of us think change has to be big to matter. It doesn't. It just has to be real and pointed in the right direction. I'm the Nosey Coach, and if you've been with me through the first few episodes, you know we've talked about feeling stuck, about comfort, and about what your kids are picking up from you. Today, I want to get practical, because all the awareness in the world doesn't move you an inch if you don't know what to actually do with it. Here's where most of us go wrong, and I've done it 100 times, maybe even more. There's a moment, a real one, something clicks in your mind, and then you decide, that's it. Everything changes tomorrow. You have a new workout routine, a new diet, waking up at 5 a.m. You're going to read for an hour every day. You cut out that sugar, you cut out this, you add in the vegetables, you do it all at once. Might sound familiar. I know it does for me. And about 4 days later, you feel great. Everything's going perfectly. You feel like a new person. But then life happens. Work gets busy, your child gets sick, soon enough you're exhausted, and the whole thing collapses. Not because you're weak, because you tried to change the entire thing overnight, and there's nothing holding on to that new direction in place. So you go back to where you started, and now it's a little bit worse, because now you have a little voice in your head saying, see, you tried and you failed. That voice is the real damage for all of us. Not that it's a failed routine, but it's the story we keep telling ourselves about why it failed, and we might fail again, or we will fail again. Here's the principle. Pick one thing, just one, something small enough that you might actually even feel is silly committing to, but do it consistently. Not because the small thing itself is going to transform your life. It won't. But because of what it will represent. Proof. Proof that you are someone who can follow through. Proof that your word to yourself actually means something. That's the 1 degree. And once it's set, everything downstream starts pointing a little differently. Instead of, I'm going to work out for an hour every day starting tomorrow, try, I'm going to do 10 push-ups every morning before I check my phone. Instead of, I'm going to read a book a week and become a different person, try, I'm going to read 1 page before bed instead of scrolling. Instead of, I'm going to completely overhaul how I show up for my family, try, when I walk through that door, I'm going to put my phone away for the first 10 minutes. Look at those small little changes. 10 push-ups, 1 page, 10 minutes without a phone. None of those are going to make a magazine cover. But every single one of them, done daily for a month, becomes something entirely different. It becomes evidence. Evidence that you are a person who does what they say they can do. And once you believe that about yourself, even one small thing, you start to wonder, what else might be possible if you pointed the same consistency into something bigger? That's the 1 degree. It's not about the push-ups. It's about who you become by being the kind of person you want to be every day, no matter what. 2 quick things to make this actually work. First, pick something so small you could do it even on your worst day. If your one thing requires a good mood, enough sleep, a clear schedule, it's not small enough yet. The whole point is that it survives contact with that bad Tuesday. Second, don't tell anyone. I know that sounds backwards, but this isn't about announcing a transformation. It's about a private agreement between you and yourself. The moment it becomes a performance for other people, it becomes about their reaction instead of your follow through. Keep this one quiet. Let your actions speak later, not your announcement now. So here's your assignment. Right now, not tomorrow, not starting Monday, pick your 1 degree. One small thing. Something you can start today, even in the next hour. Don't overthink it. The smaller and more boring it feels, the more likely it is to actually be the right way to start. In the next episode, we're going to talk about excuses. All the reasons you've told yourself for why you can't do this stuff. We're calling it the excuse audit. And I promise you, we're going to go through them one by one. It's going to be a fun one. But for now, just pick your 1 degree. That's it. That's the whole episode. I'm the Nosey Coach. Go set your course. I'll see you next time.